Okay, good evening, everyone. So, welcome back to the session. I think for the online, hope my voice is clear for you. So, we can start it off now. So, in the last class, we have seen about volumes and resource, right? Okay, in today's session, we're gonna see the new tool in Docker that is called as Docker Compose. It's a concept of Docker, but again, it's a separate tool in the Docker itself. Okay, so let me quickly go and create an EC2 instance so then we can go and execute the topic. I'll go and launch this on new region. Basically, in today's session, I'm going to install the Docker before creating the server. Basically, there is a concept in the EC2 instance that is called as user data. Which one? So, what is the specialty of this concept? You can run any kind of commands or any kind of scripts even before you create the server. Let me show you. So, I'll be go and create this one. Docker keeper. All traffic. Click on advanced. In the advanced settings, are you able to see the like user data here? Here, whatever the commands you want to execute, you can execute. For example, generally what we do after creating EC2, then only we install Docker, correct or not, sir? But here it is not like that. If you give the command yum install docker-y, automatically Docker will install. And give the command systemctl start Docker. That's it. But before them, you need to put these symbols actually. # exclamatory /bin /bash. This indicates script actually. This indicates what? It is standard one. # exclamatory /bin /bash. After that, whatever you write, that is going to execute. Even if you want to create a file, give the command touch file one. That's it. So whatever you want, you can do it. So just I'm going and I'm going to create the instance. Now in my server, I don't need to go and install Docker separately. Already I have passed the commands right there. That commands will take care of the Docker installation process. So I can directly connect to my mobile system. So now see, already my EC2 got launched here. So directly I can go and use the command systemctl status. Which command I can use? Why? Because Docker is already installed and it got started. So sudo -i give the command systemctl status Docker. Wait. Status Docker. Now Docker is how automatically it is running? Because we already installed Docker from the user data. From where we have installed? So I am clearing the screen. Is it clear for all of you now? So fine. So I already installed the Docker. Let's go and write the Docker file to deploy the application. Let's take in our class today, I am going to deploy the microservice architecture. What I'm going to deploy here? Let's take, I have the Paytm application. Okay. So in the Paytm application, I have 4 different services. First one will be movies. Second one will be train. Third one will be DTH. And the fourth one will be recharge. Okay. These are the 4 different services. Now I want to create all of them. So in that case, what I'll be doing is, first of all, I'll write the index.html here. vim index.html. So for example, if you want to write the front end code for Paytm movies, you don't know how to write front end code. Just to go to browser and type W3 schools friend login page. What I'm typing here? If you go to here, this website will consist of already predefined code. That means you don't know front end code, so you cannot write index.html. So take help of this website. From this website, you can go and you can select whatever the form you want. For example, if you select the forms with icon, okay, you will be getting this kind of website. Now, if you select the register form, you will get this kind of website initially like that. So I'm selecting forms with icon. So click on try it yourself. Now, what is the first service you are going to have? Paytm movies. So instead of registration form, which is here, put Paytm movies. What I am putting here? Paytm. That's it. Now, if I click on run, automatically front end code came or not, sir? Came or not? So basically, this is the way how exactly you are going to work. I mean, in real time, your front end code will be given by the UI UX team. You don't need to write it. But here, for the reference to deploy the application, I'm using the browser. Okay. From W3 schools, I'm getting the complete code. Now copy this code. Give it here. Now tell me, I have front end code for my application. Can you write a Docker file for it? Already we seen in the last class Netflix application. Yes or no? Tell me how to write vim Docker file. What is the first component? From indicate basic image OS. Next, run apt update. Next, run apt install Apache 2-y. Next here I'm using copy. What I'm copying here? Code actually. What is my code here? Index.html. So front end code means I need to copy to var www HTML. Next I'm using CMD. What I'm using? From user sbin Apache CTL. That is a command line tool to control the Apache service. D stand for input actually. For this one, I am using the input. For this Apache CTL, I am providing the input that to run my application on foreground. That's it. Now, if you go and save this one, automatically now you have the Docker file and you have index.html. From the Docker file, what we build generally? Image. Docker file main purpose is to automate the image building. Now tell me how to build the image. Docker build -t. Next. Image name, let's take movies. What you need to take? And put movies version 1. And last you need to put dot. So this process already we seen in last class also. There is nothing new here. Only that website which consists of the code. And you don't worry about the notes. Already we have the notes here. So I'm gonna give the notes for you in the session. And see here you have the complete Docker file and you have the index.html and you have the commands and rest of the things to do it. So now you have the Docker image. Let me go and check the images. Docker image. Oh, Docker images. Are you seeing movies image now? From the image, what you create? Tell me the command to create container. Docker run. This time -d, IT, like IT with D also. Basically, IT will take you to the container, but D will make you out of the container. IT means interactive mode. You will go inside. D means you will come out, again outside. Okay. Next -. Name will be container1 and a port number. I am using port number 81 for movies and 80 will be fixed. So here, which one is container1? Which one is image port number? 81 is container. 80 is image. What is the name of the image? Movies v1. Now, if I hit enter, automatically I haven't gone inside the container. I came outside. Why? Because I use the detached mode here. Which mode? Now copy your public IP address of your EC2 instance and check whether you are able to get the movie service or not. Are you getting it? Now open your mobiles, all of you. With the help of same public IP address, are you getting it or not? Check it. Just type public IP address, HTTP and all is not required. Public IP and port number. And even for online, I'm giving the same IP address for all of you. Please verify and let me know whether you are able to access the application or not. Are you getting the application there? Yes. And online, what about you guys? Are you getting the application online? Can you please confirm in chat box, all of you? Okay, Madhukar, you got it, and Akhilu also got it. Fine. Great. Vikram and Vasant, fine. Yeah, everyone is getting it. So in the same way, in the pattern of microservice, what is the next service I want to build now? Train. So now to build the train service in the index.html, let's take our developer is giving the Paytm train service. Which service? Instead of movies, make it as train. I'm just taking some simple code, but in real time, you have the very big code actually. So now again, you have index.html. Okay. Now you have the code and you have the Docker file, same Docker file. Now what you gonna do? Build the image. Tell me the command to build the image. Docker build hyphen t image name is train v1 dot. Now you have the image. If I give Docker images, you will be getting the train. Now from the train image, what I'm gonna do? Container. Tell me the command. Docker run itd name will be container to hyphen p stand for port. I'm gonna give port number 82 and image number 80. What is the image name? Fine v1. Now automatically you have the new container. What I'll do again, I'll copy the same public IP address, but instead of 81, just put 82 now. What I'm gonna put? In the 82, you need to get train. Are you getting train now? Now you also check from yourself. Just same public IP address, remove 81 and put 82. Okay. Now you will be getting the Paytm train itself. And online, even though you can check it with the port number 81, you will get movies and 82 you will be getting train. Same public IP address. I got it? Fine. Okay. Now keep the IP address like this only. In future, I'll show you 83 and 84 also. So in microservice pattern, movie is done, train done. What is the third service? DTH. Now what I'll do again? Again, I need to change the code. To which file I need to go now? Go for index.html. So instead of train, what I need to put now? DTH. Now you change the code. Now again, I need to build the image. Docker build hyphen t. Instead of train, put. Now image got builded. After that, tell me the command to create container. Docker run. Right. D stand for detached mode. Name will be container 3. Port number will be 83, 80 and give DTH v1. Give now. Now if I give the command docker ps, are you getting 3 containers now? For 3 services, you have 3 different containers. Now I'll copy the public IP address, but this time port number 80. Are you getting DTH now? Yes. And finally, what is the last service I'm having pending here? Let's go and work with the recharge also. Again, what I need to change first of all? Index.html instead of DTH, I'm gonna put recharge. Now, Docker build hyphen t. Image name will be recharge v1 dot. It's done now, right? So again, you need to create the container. What is the command? Docker build hyphen t hyphen dd container 4 with the port number 84 and image name will be recharge. So now this is also builded. What I'll be doing is same public IP address, but this time with port number. Are you getting recharge? So now tell me here, whatever I shown you in the microservice pattern, movie service you have built it, train you have built it, DTH you have built it, and finally recharge also you have. So this complete pattern you have exactly built it. Correct or not, sir? So now what is the main thing here to understand is this is the way how exactly you need to use Docker in real time. So basically the same application if you build in the monolithic architecture, how many servers we required? 4 servers, but in microservice only 1 server, but how many containers? 4 containers. Single server can handle hundreds of containers. That means even you can deploy hundreds of applications here. Now if I go and give the command docker ps-a or ps, are you getting 4 servers now? I mean like 4 containers. That's it. So that means whatever the requirement we are having, is the requirement fulfilled or not, sir? Fulfilled or not? Yes. So this is the way how exactly you are going to deploy the microservice architecture. So here, whatever exactly I shown you, everything is written on the notes here. But what is the major thing here you need to understand is whatever the process you have learned is completely waste process. It's not waste, I can say worst process. Which process? It's not worst, it's worst. R should be rolled on matter. You need to roll it. Basically, I'll tell you one thing, sir. You said almost all 20 minutes of class, but now you are saying it is worst process. Why? I'll tell you a scenario. Whenever if you open the application called Paytm, first of all, you open the Paytm for booking movies tickets, for example. But when you open the Paytm application, first you got train service. After 1 minute, you got DTH. After 1 minute, you got price or recharge. Finally, after 1 minute, you got the movie service. That means after opening 3 minutes, you got the application, like your exact service. Now, are you going to use Paytm application anymore? No, why? Because there is lag actually. Which one? Why the lag happened? Why? Because first of all, I deployed one service. Second, I deployed second service. Next, I deployed third, and finally, I deployed the. Likewise, I deployed the 4 total services. How many services? Okay, now it is fine till now. After deploying the 4 services, one by one, I have done it. But when user open the application, I need to give all the services together or like one by one. But how I deployed the application? Now, is it a better method? No. So that is the reason why we should not consider this kind of deployment. Okay. Sir, then in real time, how exactly we are going to deploy multiple services together? By default, Docker cannot able to deploy multiple containers by default. But there is a tool called Docker Compose. Which tool? Which is a tool used for Docker. So that main purpose of Docker Compose is to deploy multiple containers at a time. Let's take you have 10 services. For 10 services, how many containers do you want? 10 containers. That Docker Compose will deploy 10 at a time. In once. Like that. So that is the concept actually what we're going to learn. See, note, in the above process, all the containers are managed and created one by one. Okay. In real time, we manage all the containers at a same time. So for that purpose, we are not going to use the concept. Okay. We are going to use the concept called Docker Compose. Then what is a Docker Compose now? Basically, it's a separate tool from the Docker actually. It's not inbuilt in Docker, but we use for the Docker extension. So Docker Compose, it's a tool to manage multiple containers in a single host. We can create the containers, we can stop, we can start, we can delete all at a time. Previously, how you created containers one by one. But here it can create all the containers at a single time. So containers information like images, volumes, network, everything we write in the compose file. And compose file is in which format? ML. Inside the compose file, we can give the name of the image, port for that image, volumes for that container, everything you can give. That means it is the input file for the Docker containers. Input file for the, remember, input for the Docker image is called as Docker file. But input for the Docker containers is called as Docker Compose file. Here, Docker Compose is by default not a Docker tool. So we are going to download it separately. It will not come with Docker by default. If you want me to show me the live example, let me go and show Docker Compose. What you are seeing now, command. It's not a by default command by the Docker itself. So again, I'll be explaining for you. Docker Compose is a tool used to manage multiple containers inside single host. We can create multiple containers, we can start them, we can stop them, and we can delete them also. You can do whatever you want, but all at a time. All you can do whatever you want all at a time. Next, here we can write the container information on the YAML format, okay, which is called as compose file, which is like this compose file is in which format? Inside that compose file, what we can write? We can write images of the container, we can write ports, and even though you can give the volumes also. Here we need to download this tool and we need to use it. It's not a built-in tool for Docker. We are going to download it separate and we are going to use it. So basically, if you go to my GitHub, actually, I'll be going to GitHub, Raham Sheikh, all setups. There you can see the Docker Compose. Are you seeing Docker Compose.sh? Simply go here and copy paste them. That's it. And even though I have given the same command for you in the notes also, see, currently my Docker Compose is working. Previously, I given Docker Compose, nothing came. But is Docker Compose working or not, sir? Yes. In the notes also, I have given the same commands here one by one. Is it clear for all of you? Yes. Now I want to ask a small question from all of you. How many of you are going for Linux here? Raise your hands. If you are going for Linux classes, definitely need to answer this one. How many types of commands we have in Linux operating system? Don't say touch mkdir like this. Huh? I'm not asking those commands. Acha, where is the, like, what is the folder that all Linux commands are going to store? I already said this one in the Ansible also. User bin. Okay, that is fine. Good. So if you go to /user/bin, I'm gonna give ls/user/bin. Are you seeing all the comments of Linux now? That was perfect. Now what is my requirement is, how many types of comments do we have in Linux operating system? N. No. N number. What is the value of n here? You are telling about total comments in Linux. I'm not asking about total. I'm a type of comments I'm asking actually. Executable and wait. 1002. Chendu, correct. Your answer is correct. I don't know how you said, but it is correct actually. Two types of comments. Which one? See, if you take an operating system, I'm not talking about Linux. If you take an OS, OS will have two type of commands. First one will be built-in commands. Which commands? Or you can call it as inbuilt command. Inbuilt command. Which command? Second one is downloaded command. That means some commands will not come with the operating system. We need to download them. Now tell me, operating system will have how many type of commands? First one is inbuilt. These come with operating system by default. Whenever you are installing operating system, these commands will come by default. But some commands will not come with the operating system. So this we need to download. Again, downloading we will be having two ways. In how many ways you can download? One is by using package manager. One is by using. Second one is by using binary file. Second one is by using binary file. Let me explain them. Now, operating system will have how many type of commands? First one is built-in. Built-in will come with OS, by default OS. Second one is download. So you need to download the commands. Basically, you have two methods. First one to download with package manager. Second one is package manager, means yum apt. Basically, whenever you create a server, by default Git will come. No, by default Maven will come. No, by default Docker and Ansible will not come. You need to use yum install Docker, yum install Ansible, yum install Git, yum install Maven. That is what we can call as package manager. That is the first way of downloading any command. But there is one more way, that is called as binary file. Which one? That means command you are going to download on the file format. Which format? Which file format? Binary. See, remember, by default, all commands will not available in operating system. So some commands we need to download. First method is package manager. Second one is binary. Is the point clear for all of you till now? Online, can you please confirm me? Is the point clear for all of you till now? Can you please confirm in chat box? Okay. Now, when you download a command in binary way, first of all, command should have executable permission. Chmod command. You think all of you know chmod command, right? First one, you need to give the executable permission. Here I said this one. In Linux, majorly you are having two type of command. First one is inbuilt command, which come with operating system by default. Second one is the command which you are going to download with the help of yum, apt, or Amazon Linux extras. Some commands we can download from the binary files. Note, Linux will not give some command, so we need to download in the binary way separately. Once a command is downloaded, we need to move to user local bin. That means if you download a command from binary way, you need to move to user local bin. Second one is the user should need to have an executable permission. That means what are the file you downloaded, that file need to have executable. What is the command to give executable permission? Chmod 777 and name of the file itself. That is the point I need to tell for you. So guys, in upcoming days also, some commands in our tools like Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, these commands we need to download on binary file also. So whenever I download a command in binary way, first one I need to move it to user local bin. Second one, we need to have the executable permission. Which permission? That's it. Is the point clear for all of you know? So if you see here, first of all, I download the file, binary file, and I'm moving it to where, sir? User local bin itself. Second one, am I giving executable permission here or not, sir? Chmod plus X. Like that. That's it. So now your Docker Compose is working. So remember, binary file means move to user local bin. Why? Because all the executable permission will be on user local bin. Second one will be chmod command. These you need to give. Already have given them. Now the next point here is we are going to write the compose file. What we are going to write? That compose file extension is we can write docker compose dot yml you can write, or dot yaml you can write. And instead of docker compose, even though you can write compose dot yml, or you can write compose dot yaml. So you can write compose dot yml, or you can write compose dot ya. Anything you can write, but the better approach is docker hyphen compose, or you can write compose also. It doesn't matter. Now in the compose file, I'm going to show you how to write the containers information. But the best part is I'm not going to teach you the compose file. You yourself going to write the compose file. Just like how I taught you pipelines, how I taught you Ansible playbook. In the same way, I'll teach compose file, but I am not going to teach you. What I'll provide is I'll provide information for you. Based upon the information, can you write the compose file on your own? How many of you believe in yourself? So remaining people, you don't believe yourself, huh? At least believe me. I'm gonna make you believe yourself, huh? Fine. So guys, first one will be the compose file version. It is default 3.8, I can say. Second one will be services. What is the first line here? Version 3.8 is a default one. Of course, in future it is gonna change also. Services. What is the first service we are having? First service, movies. For movies, what is the image? Movies V1. Correct or not, sir? And next, for movies, what is the container port number? 81, 80. For movies, if you have volume, just put the volume and name of the volume. For example, for movies, the volume name will be movies. That's it. But here I don't have any volume, so I'm removing the volumes concept. If you have volumes, you can put like this. But I don't have volumes, I can remove like this. Now, after movies, what is your second service, sir? Now tell me the syntax. Train, next. Image, train, V1. Next. Ports. What is the port number? 82, 80. And do you have volume? No. Next service. DTH. Tell me. Image. DTH V1. Next. Ports. 83 colon 80. Next. Recharge. Image. Recharge colon V1. Ports. 84. 80. Done. That's it. That's the compose file. Is compose file easy or not, sir? You learn within 1 minute only. How many minutes? That is maximum enough. If you have volume, put volumes, name of the volume. If you have network, put network, name of the network. That's it. Of course, network I'll tell you later. Don't worry it as of now. So is the concept of writing Docker compose clear for all of you know? Online, can you please confirm me? Is the concept of writing Docker compose file clear for all of you or not? So it was clear. Fine. So the next part is now write the like save this one. But guys, remember already we have some containers with same numbers. If I give the command docker ps-a or like ps is fine. I'm having all of the containers with same port numbers. I'm gonna remove all of them. Why? Because if I don't remove them, my new containers will not create. Why? Because due to port conflict. Which conflict? Now tell me, how can I remove all the containers at a single time? First docker, use kill directly. Next, dollar docker ps-aq or q is also fine. Here, what is docker ps-aq stand for? Docker ps-aq will give you the container IDs. So this container IDs, I'm going to take it as variable with putting dollar symbol. Which symbol? Give docker kill. That's it. It's gone now. Now finally give the command docker. Now you can go. There is nothing to left. I don't have anything here. Now my docker compose file is ready here. So this compose file, I'm going to run the command. These are the below commands what you are going to learn now. Okay. But don't worry. Commands are very easy. Instead of docker, put docker compose. What is the command to start container? Docker start, but no docker compose start. Are you seeing this one? What is the command to stop container? Docker stop, but here docker compose stop. What is the command to remove container? Docker rm, but here docker compose rm. What is the command to pause the container? Docker pause, but here docker compose. Simply replace docker with docker compose. That's it. Nothing to worry. Okay. Now, sir, if I want to create the containers all at a time, I need to run this docker compose file. How to run the compose file means docker compose up-d. Up means it is gonna create and start the containers, and D means detach mode. Which mode? Is it creating the containers? This is starting now. So just check the command docker compose ps. Are you seeing the containers now? Sir, up means docker compose up means it will create, it will start both actions, creating and starting. Sir, if I want to stop them, what is the command? Docker compose stop or kill is also fine. I'm stopping now. Kill also you can use. You know those difference between stop versus kill. Stop will do immediate. Stop will take some time to stop the container, but kill will do it immediately. Again, if I want to start it, what is the command? Docker compose start. But before that, check the status. Currently status is on which state? Exit. So give the command docker compose start. That's it. Automatically it is going to start now. Started now. Right? Like that. Sir, again, what is the command to remove the container? Docker compose RM. But before RM, you need to stop it. So I'm using docker compose kill directly. It got killed. So now I can use docker compose RM. So it is asking that, are you sure you want to remove? I need to give yeah, why? Why means yes. Now if I go and see, do you have any running container or you have any stopped container? Completely wrapped up or not, sir? Like this. So again, I want to create the containers and again, I want to start it. Which command I need to use? Docker compose. No, create and start. Up hyphen D. So directly it is gonna create and start. Just go and check here. Are you seeing the containers running? Like that. So now tell me, what is the command to create and start all the containers? Docker compose up hyphen D. What is the command to stop? Docker compose start. Again to start? Docker compose start. Again to kill it. Docker compose kill. What is the command to remove? Docker compose RM. Again, if you want to create Docker compose up hyphen D. Sir, basically, to remove the containers, first of all, you need to stop and you need to remove it. How many commands you are performing? But we can do it one command. Use Docker compose down. What is the purpose of up? To create and start. What is the opposite of up? Down. So down will stop and remove. Check it now. First of all, it will stop. Is it stopping now? Then automatically it is going to remove itself. Sorry. Not needed. For creating only dash mode, okay? So first of all, Docker compose down is stopping. Then it is removing. Correct or not, sir? And one more thing is, whenever if you are using compose, by default, you will get a network, default root network. I'll tell you networking in tomorrow's session. Okay. Fine. Now again, I want to start it. What is the command? Start and create and start. Docker compose up hyphen D. So is the difference between up versus down clear for all of you? Again. Sorry, if I want to pause the containers, Docker compose pause. Check the status now. Docker compose PS. Current it is on which state? Paused. Again, if I want to unpause, Docker compose unpause. Again, it came back to running status. Sir, if I want to check the logs of a container, basically Docker logs is the command, but here I can use Docker compose. Are you checking the logs of container? Logs. Are you seeing DTH1 container log? Movies logs, recharge log, and train log. So these are the logs of our container itself. Next, basically, if I want to see the process of a container, general command is Docker top command. But here I'm checking the multiple containers from Docker compose file. So I can use the command Docker compose top. Which one? Basically, top is a command which will check the process inside a container. So sometimes in interview, they will ask you, how do you check the running process inside the container? Command is Docker top. It's not the Docker command. Basically, it's a command of Linux. If I give top command here also, are you seeing the process here? So top is a command of Linux actually. So to check the containers process, we're going to use the command Docker top itself. That's it. Okay. So of course, even though if you want to restart, you can also restart. For example, all of your containers is on which status here? Running status, but I want to restart them. Use the command Docker compose restart. Now containers are going to restart itself. We don't do anything. Automatically it can do with itself. That's it. What is the command to check the complete information of container? Docker inspect. Now if I can give Docker compose inspect. This command will not work. Why? Because Docker compose will not have the inspect command. So you cannot check all of the containers information at a time. You need to go with one by one itself only. Okay. Like that. And finally, for example, if I want to scale the container, I can scale also. How to scale means Docker compose scale. I want to scale train container to 10 containers. Scaling means increasing. What do we call as? With the help of Docker compose, I'm scaling the service. Which service I'm scaling? Currently, how many train containers are there? One. But I want to scale it to now. If I hit enter, this will run, but I'll get error. Simply, the command will execute. but I'll get the output wrong. Sir, why? Why means, please read this error for me, all of you. That particular error. What is missing here? Sir, already you are having a train container with port number 82. What you are trying to do, you are trying to add number of train, like you are going to do replicas, copies. You are going to create the copies of same container. Of course, copy of same container means I'll get the same port number also. For a single container, how many port numbers we can allocate? One. But here, same port number 82 is trying to allocate for 10 containers. Is it practically possible? Here simply command executed, but what is the output you got? Failed output. Why? Because that is allocated. Port is already. Simply this is what we can call as operation success, patient died. हमारा command होता like execute हुए. Correct or not, sir? Command is executed, but have we got the output? No. Let me show you. If I use the command docker ps, I'll get the ps-a. Let me give ps-a itself. I'll get the containers. Containers got created, but without port number. Are you seeing the containers got created here? 9 containers. But where is the port numbers? Don't have any port numbers, right? So this is how the things will work with the Docker Compose. Okay. But there is a concept in the Docker to scale the containers. There is a concept called swarm, Docker swarm. Which one? Tomorrow's concept. In tomorrow's concept, I'm going to show you how to scale the containers. You can scale 2, 3, 4, 10 also you can scale. Okay. But in the Docker Compose, scaling will not work. Why? Because same port number will not be allocated to the multiple containers itself. So this is an high level overview about the concept of Docker Compose. What is the main purpose of Compose? To manage multiple containers together in a single server. Correct or not, sir? Compose files in which format? YAML. Inside Compose, what you have? Image, ports, volumes, like content information you have. Okay. And what is the Compose file extension? Docker compose.yml or YAML. Or you can use compose.yml or you can use compose.yml. So is the concept of Docker Compose clear for all of you know? Everybody. Online, what about you? Is the concept of Docker Compose clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box? Rajesh, Docker Compose will work with the containers which is managing from Docker Compose file only. For example, if I use Docker Compose stop, it is not going to stop all the containers. The containers which is managing from Docker Compose, only these are going to manage. Rest of the containers it will not manage. Hope it is clear for you, Rajesh. Okay. So next one is going to be how to change the default Docker Compose file. For example, let me go and show you. I'll be having the file called docker compose.yml or yml. Anything is fine. But instead of that one, I'm going to change it to raham.yml. Which one? YML. So give the command docker compose down. Is it working? No, it won't work. Read the error for me. What is the error? Can't find the suitable configuration file in this directory or any parenting. Are you sure you are on the correct directory? That means compose file is not there. Are you sure you are in the folder where is your compose file? Okay. Second one, what is the second error here? Support file names. You need to use docker compose.yml or docker compose.ya, or you need to use compose.yml or compose. But what is the file you are using? Is this file name supporting? Docker Compose will support only 4 type of files, but here it is some different format. So whenever if you are using different file, you need to put -f here. What you need to put? So give the command docker compose down, but before that put -f. What is the name of the file? raham.yml. It will work now. Is it working now? So whenever if you are using any custom name, put -f. -f stand for no file name here. What is the new file name here? ram.yml. So similarly, if I want to create, generally what is the command? Docker compose up -d. It is a general file, like general command. But before command, you need to put -f. Not only before, even though if you want to put after also, put -f. But yml. Oh wait, here you need to put it before. Thank you. -f raham.yml. Is it working now? So this is the way how exactly you are going to work with the custom file. Okay. So if you want to change the default file to some other file, it is the method you need to work. Is it clear for all of you now? Correct. Fine. So again, I'm gonna down it. I don't want them, so I'm gonna down it. So this is the complete overview about the Docker Compose. And one more thing, Docker Compose we can use in JSON format also. Which format? But JSON format we don't prefer on real time. But there is an option to use, but we never ever use this on real time. In real time, always you go and use the AML structure. That's it. So this is the information about Docker Compose. Okay. So now give the command Docker images. Currently, where are the images? In my Docker host. Where are the images? Sir, currently you delete this server. You delete the server. And tomorrow you create new server. In that new servers, will these same images available? Again, you need to recreate or them or not, sir? Recreate or not? So then how do you eliminate this kind of process? Repack not. I'll tell you a small concept. You have your laptop. In your laptop, you write some code. After writing the code in local laptop, what do you do? Save. You gonna share. Share to where? GitHub. From Git to GitHub, you are going to push the code or not, sir? Why you push? Unfortunately, if your local laptop got stolen or if it got crashed, something happened, you can take your code from GitHub or not, sir? Similarly, in Docker also, when you build an image, this image you are going to put on the Docker Hub. Simple, just like if you have the code on local, just like you put on the GitHub internet to get access from anywhere. Here also, if I have an image on my local server, I'm going to put it in Docker. Where is Docker Hub here? Internet. What is the other purpose? If you put image on Docker Hub, your team members can able to access the image. And even though you can access image from anywhere. Even though if you have a laptop or doesn't have any laptop, even from any other place in the world, if you type the command, automatically that command will download image from your local laptop to, from your Docker Hub to local laptop. That means it is gonna look like this in the diagrammatical format. This is your image, guys. Currently, your image is on your local laptop. Let's take it's a Docker image. Okay. It is the Docker Hub actually. If you upload the image to Docker Hub, okay. In future, if the image got deleted, still I can get the image from a Docker Hub to my local itself. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna tell you practically how to do it. So just go and see the practical work here. So before I go for practical, is a Docker Hub concept clear for all of you know? Docker Hub will store the images from local to internet. And whenever if you want that image back, you can use that simple pull command. Which command? That's it. Even though if you go to here, I'm gonna show you all of this. Yep. That is registry only. Docker Hub means registry only. So now go to the internet and type Docker Hub itself. So already I'm having a Docker Hub here. So I'm not gonna use my Docker Hub. I'm gonna create one of the account for you in the class. So click on sign in and sign up. If you have already account, click on sign in. But if you want to create, click on sign up. So here I'm clicking on sign up here. So tell me any of your email. And one more thing, you can create Docker Hub from username, password, and you can continue with your Google account or you can continue with your, this will called as federated accounts. Which accounts? Whenever if you want to create any account, generally use username, password, email or mobile number. That is normal way. But if you want to create account, okay, from some third party accounts. Google is third party account or not, sir? Here, GitHub is also third party account or not, sir? So if you want to create account from third party account, that is what we can call as federated accounts. What do we call as? Simply like I think a federated accounts you can use from like from other websites also. For example, if you want to create Instagram account, you can continue with the Facebook or not, sir? That is federated account. Okay, like that. So, but I'm going for email here. But if you want to go from federated account also, you can go with the federated accounts. Tell me any of your email. Emails ఉన్నాయా అందరికి? Then tell me any of your email, man. అంటే ఈమెయిల్స్ అంటే ఫోన్లో ప్లే స్టోర్లో ఉంటుంది. థింక్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ నో దిస్ వన్, రైట్? Is that email that much of secret? Nobody is telling? Yeah, tell me. Teja, tell me. Anyone is fine. 086 at the rate of gmail.com. Basically, this 86 is my roll number in my graduation days. It's 86. Okay, fine. So I'm gonna give the username actually. One more thing, guys, you need to have the username different. For example, if I use Tejas Shah, if it might pick from some other person, you cannot able to use it. For example, if I go to Teja, Teja is already used. Okay, so make sure you are giving the some different username which is not taken by anyone. So password, I'm gonna put Teja password like I'll tell you later. Okay, it's not Raham123, man. Every time I won't use Raham123. Yeah? Okay, I forgot the password. Shit. Wait. Every time I don't use Raham123 for all accounts. Okay. So now click on sign up. I'll save it. I don't save it better. Okay. So select the bicycles. Yeah. So no bicycles here. Click on verify. There you go. So it is the way how you are going to create. So it is the username. .com. Fine. So username and password is given here. So you are able to log into the account. And Teja, please verify your email. So you'll be getting the OTP. I am going to click with the personal account. Your personal, pro, team, and business. So for practical, you can go with the personal. Okay. So going with personal. And once you verify your email address, then only you are going to create the repository. In GitHub, how you store the code repository. Here also, you need to have the repository. Okay. Click on repositories. Once that email is verified, I think it is not able to verify. Yeah. Page, please verify it first of all. So click on refresh. So click on create repository. It's not verified yet. I think so. Huh? Something went wrong. Okay. I'll resend it one more time. Please check it. Is the email correct first of all? Okay. Check it one more time. Again like that only, yeah. Something is wrong with your email, I think so. Huh? Sure, why not? Tell me your one like other email. The email seems to be unverified actual. There is a reason. Okay, fine. Tell me other email. 08. It is 86 na. Enter your email. Okay. 25, right? 025 or only 25? 25. Okay. @gmail.com. So password, I am gonna give new password. So you'll get the new verification code. Please check it. Online, please wait until it is verified. Same thing, eh? Okay. Fine. We'll create some other account for some other person. Fine. It's okay. Yeah. Some other email, please. Click on sign up. Yeah. SAYYAD, yeah. Okay. 1234, huh? Gmail.com. So username I'm going to give it as Siraj1234. I think it is taken. Okay, Siraj321 I'll take. Next, Siraj, I'm gonna give the password for you. It's not Siraj123 this time. Okay. Siraj, I'll tell you the password. Huh? So click on sign up. Traffic lights. I was very confused actually. While giving traffic lights, like these already half of the portion. We need to select this or not. Verify. Who selected this one, man? Alright. What happened? I'm clicking on verify. Fine. Gmail.com. So Siraj will be getting an email. Please verify. Like the same way. See, until and unless if you don't verify your email, you are not gonna able to create the repository. If you don't create repository, you cannot store images. GitHub and Docker Hub will be having same concept, but GitHub is store on code, Docker Hub is store images. In GitHub also you create repo, here also you will create. In GitHub also you are going to push the code, in Docker Hub also you are going to push the image. Same. Yeah, their code you are going to replace with the image itself. And one more thing, in real time, apart from GitHub, you can use some other registry also. There is a registry called ECR. Elastic Container Registry, which is from AWS service. That is also you can able to use it. Got it? Huh? Yes. So verified. So once your verification is done, click on repositories. Now click on create repo. So first repo is nothing but I'm gonna create for movies. What I'm gonna create for? So description you can write for what purpose you are using. It's optional. And visibility, public or private. As of now, I'm putting on public, but in real time, I'm gonna put as private. So click on create. So here you have the repository called movies actually. To this repository, you are going to push the image. So if I give, are you seeing movies here? So give the command docker tag. First of all, before you push the image, you need to tag the image. Docker tag, what is the name of the image? And I am tagging it to a repository called Siraj321 movies. This is the username. It is the repo name. That means with the help of docker command, I am tagging the movies image to Siraj account called movies repo. Hit enter. Wait. You need to give the tag actually. I forgot to give the tag here. Movies v1. Now if I give docker images, previously how many images you are having? 4. But you'll get the new image called tagged image. Are you seeing the tagged image now? That's it. So whenever if you tag the image, that will create a separate image. And now this you are going to push it. How to push means instead of using tag and movies, remove them, use push. But automatically it is gonna fail. Why? Because you are pushing the image from local to Docker Hub. You need to give some connection or not, sir, username and password. Without having proper authentication, how can it push the image? So give the command docker login. So username is gonna be Siraj321. And password, I'm gonna give it as like Siraj password. Is the login successful now? Now directly go and push the image. So automatically this image will be pushed to the Siraj account. And the same points here I have mentioned. Okay. First of all, create a Docker Hub account and create a repo. First of all, tag the image, but before pushing, you need to give. So step by step I have given. Okay, but please replace with your name. I have given some other username from other class. Use your username here. Now if you go and see, is the image pushed from local to your Docker Hub or not, sir? Just go to this repository. You can see the new image. Are you seeing the new image here? The best part about the pushing image is compressing. What is the local image size here for a Siraj image? 222 MB, right? But if I go here, the same image is available on how much of size? That means almost all 60% of image got compressed. How much of percentage? Minimum 60% got compressed, correct or not? Like that. So again, same thing I'm gonna do for all the images. Why? Because tomorrow also I'm gonna use same images, but tomorrow I won't create them. I'll push from Docker Hub. Now, how to push the image call recharge? First of all, you need to, before pushing, you need to tag it. Give the command docker tag train image with version 1 to Siraj account, Siraj321 to train. But here, do you have train repo? We need to create or not, sir? So click on create repo. Something went wrong. Docker is crying here. Now go and give train. So repository is public. Click on create. Now if you go and see, I have train repo here. So automatically here you don't have any image as of now. Are you seeing image and repository tags here? No. Go and hit enter. Now give the command push. Instead of tag and image name, just go and give push. Done. So automatically you can go and see from the local, the image size is again 222. All the image size will be 222 only. But if you go to here, again you can see 87%. Click on refresh. You got the image. What is the size of the image here? 87 point. And the best part is in this image, you can see layer. That means whatever the commands you performed for the image, you can see them. For image, have you run apt update command? For image, have you run apt install command, Apache? And have you copied the file here? And have you executed the commands or not, sir? By default, if you push the image from local to Docker Hub, the image will have the complete steps. How many steps performed to create the image? Everything you can able to see. And here you can see called as image layers. What is the meaning of layer? Every command in Docker file will be called as layer. Already we seen. What is a layer? Every line of Docker file can be called as layer. Now again, push the rest of the images. First of all, tag Docker tag DTH to Siraj repository like username, and repo will be directly I'm gonna use push. This time, have I created the repository called DTH? No, but automatically Docker Hub will create itself. That means even though if you don't create the repository, whatever the repo name here you are giving, that will be automatically created by the Docker Hub itself. Go ahead and check now. Come back to repos. Are you seeing DTH? Click on DTH and click on repo. Are you seeing the again image got created here? Like this. Pull I'll show you, don't worry. Finally, the last one you're gonna do is for recharge. So again, I'm gonna take the recharge here. Recharge, hit enter. So again, use push. So automatically this time recharge will be created or not, sir? That means in Docker Hub, you need not to create the repos externally. Automatically, if you give name, it will be created. And one of the best advantages after pushing, the image size will be compressed. Fine. So now your Docker Hub is having the images itself. You can go all of the 4 images in the Docker Hub. And you can see how many people download the image also you can see. Currently we have 0 downloads. How many downloads? Let me download to the local and I'll show you the value. Currently I have a lot of images. So I want to remove all the images. What I can give Docker images hyphen to get the IDs. What we need to give? Cube. And take this as variable. What do we take it as? Give the command Docker RMI. Hyphen F stand for forcefully. Now go ahead and check. Do I have Docker images here? That means, for example, see, I don't have Docker images in my local. I lost it. Now, how will I get them? Simple command Docker pull. Which one? Docker pull. Push means to send from local to Docker Hub. Pull means to get from Docker Hub to same like your GitHub. From the Siraj account 321, I want to push the movies image from movies repository. And what is the tag here? By default, you will get the tag as latest only. If you go and see, please see the tag name. What is the tag name here? Latest here. So if you hit enter, automatically that image will come to local itself. And one more thing, no need of using username and password. It is public repo. For public, do you need to have username and password? Give the command Docker images. Are you able to get the image back now? That means even though if I lost my complete images, if I lost my local laptop, I can get the images from anywhere or not, sir? How I can get it from the Docker Hub itself. And even if I go back here, if I click on refresh, image will be still presenting on my Docker Hub itself. Image will still present on the Docker Hub. If I go to here, see, are you seeing the still image here? Still image is on the Docker Hub or not, sir? Like that. So you can pull and you can push all the images from local to Docker Hub and Docker Hub to local. So this is the concept of Docker Hub. Yes, you were asking something. Yeah. Yes, you can do it individually only. See, if you have 2 repos, you have 2 repos, 2 images you are not going to pull at a single time. One by one only you are going to pull it. Individually only. All repos you cannot pull at the same time. In real time also. In real time, you have single repo for multiple images. And each image will have different tag. Here, for your clarity, I have created multiple repos for multiple images. But in real time, single repo is enough for all the images itself. Is my point clear for you? That's it. So is the concept of Docker Hub clear for all of you know? Online, can you please confirm is the concept of Docker Hub clear for all of you or not? Can you please confirm in chat box? Yep, it's clear. And one more thing, Docker Hub can be called as Docker Registry also. What do we call as? So in interview, if somebody asks you Docker Hub or Docker Registry, answer is one. Okay, fine. And the last concept is basically it's not a part of your syllabus, but I'll tell for your clarity how to compress the image. By default, whenever if you push the image from local to Docker Hub, it's compressed. But again, if you pull in real time, you will do push and pull. In pull, again, you are getting the additional storage or not, sir? Then how do you compress? There are a lot of techniques. First of all, by using multi-stage build, you can do image size reducing. Already we discussed what is multi-stage building. Second one is by using tar file. Which one? Let me go and show you. This image is there, right? You are going to convert into the tar format. Which format? Tar. First of all, convert this image into zip format. Zip or like create tar. This image, I'm gonna converting into image called movies. Which one? Oh, tar hyphen ZXVF I need to give. ZXVF. If I give ls, I think first of all into zip format. Okay, wait. Zip hyphen r. This image with latest tag. I'm gonna convert into movies. I think this is not required. Wait. Give me a second, guys. I have this on. Give me a second. Yep. No, no. Basically, the command is wrong. Actually, whatever I have shown you, this is the structure I need to give for you. Give me a second. I'll explain. So basically, the first thing you wanna do is here. First of all, you are going to use the Docker command save. Actually, which one? Save. This is the command you need to use. First of all, I'll explain this command step by step for you. See. First of all, the command this implies is Docker image save. Docker image. I am saving the image called, which image I am saving here? Siraj dot Siraj 321 with movies with the tag latest. That is the image. And I am saving it to movies latest. Any name you can give. Huh? Siraj 321 is the username. Okay. And movies is the repo and latest is the tag itself. Now, if I give the command Docker images, I have only one image. But if I give LL, are you seeing the swiggy.tar.v1 actually? It is a previous star file. Okay. Don't consider this one. So let me remove this one. This is what you need to consider. Are you seeing movies latest here? That means, first of all, you converted the image into file format. Which format? Convert image to file format. So after that, what you can do is you can remove the image completely. For example, in your local, you are having the image, right? Docker images. You can remove this image, but I'm not going to remove this image. The next, I'm going to use the command called Docker image load command. Which command? Docker image load. So this command I'm going to use and convert into the tar format. Okay. So wait. Or like simply you can use zip format. So give the command gzip. Gzip stand for Gunzip. What is the name of the image you want to make it? For example, I want to make it as movies with the tag latest. Okay. And I'm gonna gzip to some other name. So you can give it as per your requirement. I'm gonna give it as raham dot like zip. Zip is a file extension. Yes, I'm gonna give it as raham dot zip. That means movies image with latest I'm gonna zip into the raham dot zip. If I hit enter automatically, previously what is the image size here? Triple two. Now automatically it will come to almost all like less than 100, I think so. Let me show you. First of all, you're gonna convert into tar. In that tar, you're gonna convert into zip format. Are you seeing tar.gz here? Wait. I need to give this command actually. .gz is missing here. .gz. Not zip. Movie strategy z is already has gz suffix. Okay. Wait. Give me a second. Wait. Du hyphen sh. No need to give that one. Just let me check this one. Du hyphen sh is the command that is gonna check the size of the file, and I'm giving this one. What is the file size now? Previously it was triple two. After gunzipping it, it almost will convert into 87 or not, sir? Now again, if you want to extract this one, you can extract and you can get the image back itself. That is also 87. Na? Here also 87. Okay, again this GZ format you can convert into other zip format also. Okay, but this is not a recommended. Basically, in interview they will ask you how do you compress. First of all, if you want to compress, you want to convert the image into tar format. Which format? From the tar format, again you are going to convert into zip format. Which one? By this way we can able to compress. But the major famous technique is first of all by using multi-stage Docker build, by using the image layers. Let me write this one. How do you compress the Docker image size? Compressing Docker image size. First of all, if you push to Docker Hub, automatically it will be decrease. To Docker Hub. Second one, use multi-stage Docker build. Third one, reduce layers. That means instead of writing 10 lines, try to write 5 lines or 6 lines in Docker file. In that way also you can able to reduce the image size. And finally, convert into use tarballs. Which one? That means convert them into tar format actually. So these are the famous compressing techniques to reduce the Docker image itself. So in interview, for the people who want to go with experience, this question will definitely come. How do you reduce the Docker image size? First of all, push it to Docker Hub. You can use multi-stage building. You can reduce the layers and finally use the tarball. So whenever if you want to use the same image, again, make the tarball into image actually. That's it. So this is the concept of Docker, Compose, Docker, Hub, as well as image compressing. So now before going for doubts and queries, first of all, how's the class for all of you today? Is the class clear for all of you about Compose and Docker Hub? Online, how's the class for all of you guys? Can you please confirm in chat box once? It was clear, fine. Okay. So now it's time for our doubts and queries. So online, if you are having any type of doubts or any kind of queries, you can raise your hands, and offline, you can go ahead with your queries. Yeah. Same size, huh? If you want image on your local, you never want to publish it on Docker Hub, save it on local like this. But if you want to publish your image on Docker Hub and you want to use your image on local, use Docker Hub. That's it. Again, same concept. You have tar format, right? First of all, you have zip format. Make it unzip. Again, tar format. Make it untar. Let me show you if you want me to show. First of all, it is on GZ format. GZ stand for gunzip. Okay. Zip hyphen R. When we need to use gzip hyphen F. So if I give this command, automatically this file will come to normal. Wait, let me give it properly. Gzip. And it got stuck, man. There's a command. Wait. Movies latest dot gz. Gunzip. No. Basically, there is a command. I'm not able to recall that command instantly. Wait. Sorry. Reponym not. Wait. Let me use the command gzip hyphen H. Basically, sometimes commands will not be on handy. So let me use this one. Press. So if I give LL now, are you seeing movies dot latest now? So that gunzip got converted into normal format. Now if I use du hyphen sh and if I use this one, let me show you how to use this one again. Previously it was 87, but now it came to 217. So again, if I want to convert this into image back, what I can use Docker save. I mean, like previously have the command right here in the notes. You can go and see Docker image load. Actually, save is to save it to normal format, but here I am trying to load it. So give the command Docker image load and give movies latest. You need to use greater than actually. These symbols are going to be very mandatory, guys. Here I am showing you the symbol, right? Okay. Greater than is to save and less than is to load. Original size is what? Correct only. Wait. If I give Docker images, now what is the original size here? Avinash, focus what I am telling. First of all, what you done is it is the original image. Original image size is 222. Is that perfect? So after original image, what you have done is you convert into file format. Which format? When it is on file format, what is the size here? 217. After file format, later you convert into the zip format. Then what is the image size? That means I am directly not converting into the zip format. First of all, it is the base image. That image I am converting into the file. That file into zip file. That is the difference you need to understand. Is it clear for all of you now? Directly you can convert, if directly you cannot convert into the zip format. If you want to convert something into zip format, you need to be on file format. So image to file and file to, is it clear for all of you now? So Z image, sorry, Z is zip, F for file and I for image. Is it clear for all of you now? That is the way actually. And again, for the fresher, these questions will not come for the interview, but for the experienced people, damn sure these questions will come on interview. Zip and both are different file formats. Okay. You can convert a file into zip format and you can convert a file into tar format. Both are image compression techniques. Okay, you can use whatever you want. You can have null storage type, zip for zip storage and tar storage. These are the different storage and compressing types of the file format itself. Yeah, fine. So this is the complete commands of your today's session. Okay, so command to zip, command to unzip, and like command to like decompress. This is the thing I need to give. Decompress command. What is the command to decompress, sir? What is the command to decompress? Last, I need to put -d itself. What you need to put? Gzip, movies, and -d itself. That's it. And one more thing I want to tell for you is sometimes command will not be on handy. That means you cannot remember all the commands. Definitely forgetting will happen. Even it happened with me a lot of times also. So whenever if you have a command on your mind, but if you forgot how to use, just to put -h. -h stand for help. You can put -h or small h. Okay. Or you can put -help. Or even though you can put -help. You can put whatever you want. Okay. So definitely in real time also, not only me, like everybody will take help. Why? Because there are some thousands of commands in the Linux operating system. So all the commands will not able to remember. So once if you forgot in real time also, you can use this method actually. The man also you can use. Man you can use. Help also you can use. It depends upon your choice. For example, if I use gzip, man, like man gzip. Are you getting it now? So difference between help command and man command is man will give you the manual. Manual means it can give the what is command, why to use it, what is the use case, and what are the different types of flags we are having. Okay. So this will provide. But if you know already command already, you know, for example, gzip is for compressing. Already I know that one. But I don't know how to use it. In that case, I need to use help. If you know the command, but you don't know how to use, help. But if you don't know what is the command and if you don't know how to use it, in that case, you are going to use man itself. Is the difference clear now? Yeah. So online, you can raise your hands if you are having any queries or any doubts. Guys, don't think this is confusing. I'm going for in-depth actually. Nobody will take image compressing strategies. But the reason I'm telling for is for experienced people who want to gain a lot of knowledge. For those people, I'm telling all these techniques actually. So still any queries if you are having, raise your hands. Okay then. So are we good for today? Anything to ask? Nothing, all clear, huh? Siraj, I'll tell you the password. Don't worry, okay? I'll tell it later. Okay. So all of you going for labs? At what time you are going labs? Like mostly? Afternoon, everybody is going, huh? Okay, fine. So how's the lab sessions? Everything fine for you? From tomorrow onwards, you'll get a new mentor also. Because I know like there is only one mentor currently as of now. It's very difficult for them even to handle, but we'll try to hire new mentor as soon as possible. That's it. Okay then. So let's meet on tomorrow session with some new topic. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you. Thank you online.